Get ready for a journey through the extraordinary universe of Neymar Jr., one of the best soccer players on the planet. But there's something that makes him even more fascinating. It's time to uncover all the secrets, triumphs, and challenges that have shaped Neymar Jr.'s journey to success. Before we dive into the story of the Brazilian player, don't forget to share with those you know are fans of the star. Also, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. It was the year 1992 in the bustling streets of Mogi das Cruzes, São Paulo. A new chapter in the history of football was about to be written. In the midst of a humble and simple reality, Neymar da Silva Santos Jr. was born, the young man who would become the greatest promise of Brazilian football. From his early steps, Neymar was destined to make history with a ball at his feet. At 3 years old, while most children were learning to walk and talk, he was also developing his skills with the ball, as if destiny whispered in his ear from an early age. This is your path. His parents, a mechanic and a dedicated homemaker, worked tirelessly to provide a modest life for the family. They lived in a single room in their grandmother's house on the outskirts of São Vicente. However, Neymar would not let this condition determine the course of his life. Neymar's childhood was not marked by luxuries and privileges. Instead, he found his playground on the streets where the hot asphalt and the dreams of an entire nation forged his determined spirit. The neighborhood where the young star grew up did not fit the pattern of dangerous areas often reported, such as Brazilian favela. Instead, the streets of his hometown radiated a positive atmosphere, characterized by the authentic Brazilian essence. So, Neymar's journey began not with applause, but with the determination of a street boy willing to overcome any obstacle. Football was more than a sport for him, it was a dream. A passion that grew in his heart and would take him to heights he could never have imagined. It was the beginning of a story of overcoming, perseverance, and talent that would captivate the world and make Neymar Jr. an icon of the global sport. Young Neymar joined the youth system of Santos at the age of 11. From an early age, he was treated as a true gem by his coaches, and his journey to stardom was just beginning. Even in his adolescence, Neymar was the center of media attention, and his fame quickly crossed the borders of the soccer field. At 14, he participated in friendly matches with players who were already established professionals, a transition that put him in the spotlight in the soccer world. It was at this stage that Neymar crossed paths with Paulo Henrique Ganso, an encounter that shaped the future of Brazilian football. The two players became part of the Santos team that would win memorable titles, such as the 2010 Brazilian Cup and the 2011 Libertadores, the most important title in South America. However, a twist was on the horizon. At the age of 14, Neymar embarked on a journey to Spain, where he underwent a trial with the renowned Real Madrid. At that time, the club boasted legends such as Ronaldo, Zidane, David Beckham, and Roberto Carlos. Neymar impressed during the trials, but the Real Madrid board did not see a reason to invest a significant amount in a 14-year-old player. Nevertheless, Neymar's legend, which captivates so many children and adults around the world, was just beginning to be written, but the fruits of his work on the field were already being harvested. His success changed the destiny of his family. With his talent, a new reality took shape. The young prodigy started earning a considerable salary, and his family was able to acquire an apartment near Vila Belmiro. As the years went by, he could already support his family with his talent, a remarkable feat for someone so young. And then, at the age of 17, Neymar became a starter in the Santos first team, and his star shone even more brightly. Major brands began to notice his greatness, and he signed contracts that put him in the spotlight of the world. With big brands such as Claro, Banco Santander, Guarani Antarctica, Nike, Panasonic, Tennis Pay Baruel, and Lupo. In that year, he made his debut in the Campeonato Paulista, writing the first lines of his success story. Scoring his first goal in the competition, he did not go unnoticed, being named the tournament's revelation. In 2010, Neymar emerged as a true protagonist. In the Campeonato Paulista, he set the competition on fire and helped Santos win the state title. But his saga was just beginning. In the Copa do Brasil, Neymar became the tournament's top scorer, leading his team to victory. With a spot in the Copa Libertadores secured, he didn't stop there, finishing the Campeonato Brasileiro as the top scorer. In the same year, the young talent received his first call-up to be a part of the much-anticipated Brazilian national team. Thus, the dream of every young football player became a reality. He was about to wear the legendary yellow jersey, the same worn by Brazilian football icons. The friendlies he participated in were an opportunity to showcase his talent at the international level. He did not disappoint, shining on the field and winning over fans with his bold style of play. But Neymar's journey with the Brazilian national team was not without challenges, as he faced some controversies due to disagreements with coaches and players, something impossible to control due to his strong personality. At a delicate moment, after a conflict with his coach at Santos, Neymar found himself excluded from the national team call-up. It was a tough blow, but a lesson was learned. This break from the national team was just a chapter in his story, an opportunity to grow and mature. Then came the year 2011, a year of consecration. Neymar was already considered one of the best in Brazil. Santos shone, winning the Campeonato Paulista and capturing the Copa Libertadores. Neymar dazzled everyone, not only with his skill but also with his goals. And of course, he was present at the FIFA Club World Cup, where Santos faced the mighty Barcelona, writing an epic chapter in his journey. In the U20 team, the star began to shine brightly, and it was no accident. Neymar was determined to leave his mark. Participating in the South American Championship, Brazil had a clear goal: to win the title and secure a spot in the 2012 Olympics. At the end of the tournament, Neymar was at the top of the statistics with an impressive total of 9 goals. He became the tournament's top scorer, a title that reflected his skill and passion for football. This was just the beginning of a career that would shine on international stages. It was around this time that his son, Davi Luca, came into the world and brought an even greater purpose to the life of the 19-year-old Ney: to be a great father. Neymar had previously been involved with Rafa Lancelotti and Fernando Barroso in a short period of time. His romance with Carol Dantas was also brief, but they had a son together, Davi. Although they never officially confirmed their relationship, the friendship and the enduring bond built through their son became unbreakable pillars of their relationship. In 2012, Neymar continued to be the driving force of Santos, reaching the milestone of 100 goals in his career. With the triumph of the third consecutive Campeonato Paulista, he solidified his place in the club's history, becoming the greatest scorer of the post-Pelé era. Despite standout performances in the Campeonato Brasileiro, the title eluded him. During his years at Santos, Neymar collected titles, proving to be an unstoppable force in the Campeonato Paulista, the Copa do Brasil, and the Copa Libertadores. He also introduced several iconic looks that set fashion trends. With a captivating smile, he shared his passion for experimenting with different styles, especially when it came to his hair. Neymar exceeded expectations with his style choices, leaving everyone curious about what he would do next. His confidence in expressing his individuality, both on the field and with his appearance, is a fundamental part of his essence. But that doesn't mean a star like him didn't face challenges on this path. Full of ups and downs, the life of the boy Ney is truly like a roller coaster of emotions. The spotlight of fame reveals not only the genius on the field, but also the challenges off it. Many times, his actions were the target of harsh media criticism. The reports claimed that Neymar and his teammates participated in parties with controversial companions. The then coach, Dorival Jr., was indignant and demanded that Neymar and the other players be punished. However, the Santos board did not comply with the request, creating a real storm behind the scenes of the club. Some wondered if the frequent parties affected his performance in games. After all, Neymar was considered by many as the heir to Pelé's throne, and his dedication could take him to even greater heights. The controversies surrounding Neymar Jr. are an intriguing part of his journey, and opinions about him vary. But it cannot be denied that he remains an idol of world football, whose personal life continues to attract everyone's attention. Exploring new opportunities in 2013, Neymar found himself sought after by big teams like Chelsea and Real Madrid, which had shown interest in the past. Thus, the year marked the beginning of the end of his journey at Santos. In May, he played his last game for Santos before taking another flight back to Spanish lands, but this time to the iconic Barcelona. Meanwhile, in the heart of the star, a love story that enchanted Brazil was also being written. Neymar Jr. and the talented actress Bruna Marquezine lived a romance that inspired fans and earned the affectionate nickname Brumar. The young and deeply connected couple was adored by a legion of admirers who celebrated every public appearance. Social media was flooded with photos and declarations of love, and everyone seemed to agree that they were the perfect match. Who wouldn't be charmed by such an enchanting story? However, the fairy tale suffered unexpected twists. In 2019, the image of the perfect couple crumbled when Neymar Jr. was accused of infidelity. Some models were pointed out as possible affairs of the player, but nothing was ever confirmed. After many ups and downs, the iconic couple put an end to their relationship. Parallel to the busy life of the boy, Ney, his international career was in full swing. During the transfer process to Spain, Neymar was accused of tax evasion over the previous 2 years, including the payments made by Barcelona in his transfer from Santos. The plot culminated in the Spanish justice system investigating Ney's family, freezing some of the player's assets, and the departure of the Barcelona president, who was involved in the case. Wrapping up this thrilling chapter on Neymar's extraordinary career, we can hardly wait to delve into the captivating next episodes of his journey in part 2 of the video. Get ready to dive into the controversies that have marked his path, the triumphs after challenging injuries, and the twists and turns that brought him to Barcelona, his Parisian venture with PSG, and his controversial move to Al Hilal. Together, let's unravel the mysteries and triumphs that is shaping the next exciting chapter in Neymar's story. Stay tuned for part 2, as the best is yet to come.